'cause you don't give enough, and that was a problem for us. I need way too much, and I couldn't settle for a memory of your touch, 'cause you were so afraid of falling and far too hurt to love till you found the one.
Welcome back, it's Brendan Pajazic here with Wave Alchemy. Today we're going to go over our newest Spring Reverb plugin, Lofi Spring. First, let's go over the layout and the UI. Keeping up with the rest of the Wave Alchemy Reverb plugins, you may recognize the input, output, and the drive knob right here. Let's take a listen to what we can do with the drive. I personally love it a lot, pushing it, but not too far. And right here we have the pre-delay, which we can move by milliseconds, or if we click this button right here, we can also make sure that it's synced to the tempo. At the top here, we'll find all of our reverb controls, including damping, tone, high pass filter, smooth, duck, and then modulation, including the Wave Alchemy Classic Ensemble and Flux. Flux being a pitch modulator. At the bottom here, you can see all the reverb models. All 14 of them are based on different units. For those of you who already own Wave Alchemy Reverb plugins, you'll be very familiar with the back panel when we click on the effects button here. We have all of our gating options and our duck, and you might notice that the duck is actually synced to the duck on the front page. So you can see when we change the percentage, it changes on the front as well. In the middle here, we have our width and crossover options, as well as our 3 classic character options. And then to the right a little bit more, we have our EQ section. You may notice that when you hold shift and you move the frequency option up and down, it will change the Q of the EQ. And then if you let go of it, it will actually just move the gain. And then if you click over here, we'll choose what kind of EQ mode we're using. Now let's go over some specifics using a demo track. For this specific song, I'm using a Trias preset from our newest sample pack Tape Toys, and it's called Beat It Kid. And I'm drawing all of the MIDI within Ableton, that way I can get a little bit longer and personal with it. The drums sound like this. Almost all of these springs are actually mono in their original form, but as you can see, our plugin has a stereo option going beyond what the originals are capable of. Now let's try out all the different reverb models using a vocal given to us by a writing duo called Good Grief here in Toronto. We'll leave links to them down in the description below.
You don't give enough, and that was a problem for us. I need way too much, and I couldn't settle for a memory of your touch, 'cause you were so afraid of falling and far too hurt to love till you found the one. You don't give enough, and that was a problem for us. I need way too much, and I couldn't settle for a memory of your touch, 'cause you were so afraid of falling.
And you'll see that I'm actually pushing the pre-delay quite a bit, and that's because I want there to be some space between the main vocal and the reverb. Let's turn the duck knob back down to 0, and then let's turn it up until we get the desired effect that we want.
Give enough, and that was a problem for us. I need way too much, and I couldn't settle for a memory of your touch.
Let's try the same effect with the smooth knob.
You don't give enough, and that was a problem for us. I need way too much, and I couldn't settle for a...
Same thing with the modulation. Let's try the ensemble first, and then we'll go to flux, and let's turn the knob all the way up until we get to our desired effect as well.
You don't give enough, and that was a problem for us. I need way too much, and I couldn't settle for a memory of your touch, 'cause you were so afraid of falling and far too hurt to love till you found the one.
For this specific synth pad, I really liked the metallic model, and I found that I needed to do something a little bit more unique with this one, so as we go to the effects section right here, I actually ended up using the gate quite a bit. You'll notice on the EQ section here, I actually did quite a bit of carving out, and that's because there's an annoying frequency coming through on the synth. Now let's move on to the tone knob, and this isn't your everyday filter. This is a really cool effect based on emulating tape speed, tape degradation, and tape width. And what you'll notice is that as you turn the knob counterclockwise, we're actually muting the high frequencies in a really cool way. When the knob is all the way clockwise, it's bypassed. This is a really cool effect used for drums and for vocals to get a dark vintage sound. Let's see what that sounds like. An important thing to note that you may have already realized, when going through these different reverb models, you'll notice that we don't have a length knob, and that's because it's all built into the model itself. So depending on how long you want your reverbs to be, you'll have to experiment with the different models and choose the one that's right for you. If you'd like to learn more about Lofi Spring for yourself, or if you'd like to check out Tape Toys, the sample pack used in today's episode, we'll leave a link for both of those in the description down below. We'd love to hear what you think about Lofi Spring, and if you plan on picking it up for yourself. Remember to stay creative, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you. See ya.
Was so afraid of falling, and far too hurt to love.